Carbon Copy FC look like they're ready to make another replacement. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. And yes, Celtic are Carbon Copy FC because lately they've been signing like for like players. We had Spfl go out, Swedish defender, and he got replaced by a Swedish defender. We've had JOTA leave this summer, and now Celtic are keen and set to make a deal happen official with Wolves winger Daniel Podence, who is also Portuguese. So very strange here that they are just replacing like for like. I get it, position, fair enough, that's what you do. You bring in a player of the same position but of the exact same nationality. A little bit strange. Coincidence, yes, but strange nonetheless. Anthony Joseph, award-winning Scottish journalist, is reporting that a deal between Celtic and Wolves for winger Daniel Podence is close to being agreed. Podence has 1 year left on his contract at Wolves and is valued at £12 million. However, Celtic believe there is a little bit of room for negotiating. I would have to agree that Celtic will negotiate. I don't think they will pay £12 million. That would equal the record transfer fee in Scottish football that Rangers paid for Tor Andre Flo back in the day. I just don't see Celtic paying £12 million. It's not that they can't. I just don't think Celtic are going to pay £12 million on Daniel Podence, a guy that's got 1 year left on his contract. I think they would probably look to pay around, I'm going to say 8, 9 max. I think that is about what Celtic will pay for him. Remains to be seen though, will this deal happen? I think Celtic do need to bring in a winger. Obviously they can win the league without, I'm not saying that, but I think if they want to have a go in Europe, I think if they want to try and get stronger than they were last season, then they need to replace JOTA, because they ain't going to be stronger without replacing JOTA. They just don't have the players at the club to come in and make a better starting 11, make a better front three than they did last year. Right? They've still got Kyogo, they've still got Maeda. Now, I like Abada, but is Abada better than JOTA? I don't think so. Then you've got likes of James Forrest, Haksabanovic, who's done nothing. These players aren't JOTA level, so I think Celtic will need to bring in someone if they want to improve on last season. Again, I don't think they need to bring in someone to win the league or anything like that, but if they want to make the team better, if they want to improve the front three, then I don't think they're going to do that with the players that they've got currently in the club. I think they need to sign somebody, and it could well be Daniel Podence. Speaking of players leaving Celtic though, Ismaila Soro is finally poised to end his Celtic career with a move to French League 2 outfit Valenciennes, according to Football Scotland. And I mean, Soro's Celtic career just has not worked. He came in, played his part in the whole 10 in a row season, bit of a failure, and yeah, no, just not really Celtic quality. I'm surprised he's managed to stick around at Celtic for so long, but it looks like he is finally going to move on, which is fair enough, to be honest. St Mirren boss Stephen Robinson wants to add a striker, but says funds will only be available if players move on, according to the Daily Record. It's good that St Mirren want to improve. It's good that they want to bring in players, but do they want to improve? Do they want to bring in players at the expense of losing players? I don't think so. The St Mirren team at the moment is looking really good. It's settled. I think they will push for top 6 this season. I get wanting to add players, I totally get that, but not at the expense of maybe losing a key player to the team. So I get that, but I think Stephen Robinson, I think they're doing alright. Stephen Robinson's doing a good job. Do they need a striker? It wouldn't hurt, obviously. Bringing in another striker is never a bad thing, but I mean, do you really want to lose a key player in the team to bring in a striker? Not for me. Toby Civic stresses that he's happy to stay at Hearts despite transfer interest, and the defender says he will not engineer a move out of Tynecastle, according to the Edinburgh Evening News. Toby Civic, bit of a weird one. Sometimes he looks great, other times not so great. There was speculation about players, teams interested in signing him last season. I don't know if that speculation's still going. I personally haven't seen anything. But yeah, Toby Civic, if he goes, then so be it. I'm not too bothered. Get a bit of money for him. That's pretty much it. Manchester United have completed the double signing though of former Scotland captain Darren Fletcher's twin 16-year-old sons from rivals Manchester City. So don't know if Darren Fletcher's sons will be any good. I don't know if they'll be as good as their dad, but we'll have to wait and see. That's pretty much it, guys, from transfers and Scottish football. Really not a lot happening. Obviously, we've got the big European fixtures tonight. Hearts and Hibs both in the Europa Conference League qualifiers. But yeah, in terms of transfers happening, not much. Rio Hatati is going to be out for a month, might miss the Old Firm game, and PSV have been given the week off on the Champions League qualifiers, so they've got the advantage against Rangers. So looks like the Dutch FA are doing their best to try and get PSV into the Champions League. Will we see anything like that for Scotland to try and help Rangers? I don't know, probably not, to be fair, but they get enough help. Penalty to Rangers, not that shite, so who knows. That's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.